Hello, my name is Julia Montano, and I'm doing this interview for Social Work 310 today. Today I will be seeing Larry, a victim of domestic violence. He will come today for resource and direction. Please come in. Hello,
Okay.
Julia.
Larry.
Nice to meet you. Please take a seat.
Thank you.
How are you today?
I'm doing all right. Pretty good.
Doing good. So hello, Larry. My name is Julia, and I'm here today to help you with any difficulties you may have. Before we get started, I wanted to let you know that whatever conversation we may have, it will stay in this room. Although I must report anything that has to do with hurting yourself or others. Do you have any questions regarding that?
No, that seems pretty straightforward.
Okay. So tell me, Larry, why are you here?
Well, I'm actually here because I've been in a bad relationship for the last 4 years.
Mhm.
I am currently going through divorce, but like I said, the last 4 years have been very agonizing, and I've been a victim of domestic violence, not only physically but psychologically. And I'm here with you today. Hopefully, maybe you can help me get through some of my issues and dealing with these feelings that I have.
Okay, so what you're telling me is that you're having a difficult time moving forward with future goals or lifestyle from your previous relationship?
Yes, that's
Okay.
right.
How does that make you feel in that direction, in that sense?
Well, like I said, I'm here because my direction is really way out there right now. I don't know exactly where to start. My last 4 years have been, with this person only, and
Mm-hmm.
my life has been just this immediate circle. I have really no social life, no friends. One thing I do have is my family, my mother, my father, my brothers and sisters. Thank God that do provide some type of support. But other than that, I'm dealing with a lot of feelings of anger and loneliness and
Mm-hmm.
and direction. I just don't know where to start my life.
Because I could definitely feel your frustration within that relationship that you had. But the good thing is that you do have support, and that regardless of the situation that you're in, they're able to pick you up and guide you to a positive path, as well as that's why I'm here, to help you with any resources that I could give you. Anything that you need from me, just please let me know, and I'll be more than welcome to help you. So tell me, how are you? Do you have a job, or where do you work?
Well, actually, no, I'm unemployed right now. Like I said, for the last 4 years, all I've done is I've stayed at home and taken care of. I have a 3-year-old daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my ex-wife, actually, she was the one with the degree, and she was the one making the money. So I really wanted to be a part of my daughter's life, so I took the role of, as you can say, Mr. Mom.
Yeah, I could definitely feel your frustration. Is there? So you have a 3-year-old, you said, correct?
Yes.
How is that relationship going for you when this whole process of a divorce?
You mean the relationship with my daughter, my
Yes.
3-year-old daughter? That really hasn't changed. I think she's at the age where she really doesn't know exactly what's going on. I know she hears things. I know the voices and the tones that
Mhm.
she has to recognize it somehow. But other than that, the relationship between her really hasn't been affected.
Mm-hmm.
There's no love lost between us or nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think the main concern is really my wife and myself.
Yes. So what you're saying is that with your daughter, you have a good relationship so far, but when it comes to the relationship between you and your wife, and the fact that she works and you didn't, and you were a stay-at-home dad, and she has a career that's really affected you and brought you down with the whole situation. Is
Yes,
that correct?
definitely
Okay.
has affected me that way.
Have you tried looking for jobs since the situation has occurred?
I have, but like I said, I don't really know how to go about it. I look in the paper every day, but with this you know, the economy as it is now, there's not too many people hiring. And like I'm having difficult, you know, putting down what I've done for the last 4 years.
Yeah. Well, I could definitely help you with that, Larry. We have a lot of workshops with to start off with your resume and just give you some skills and knowledge of what we do, what we have, and definitely getting you out there so you can possibly get a job. Versus also, where do you live right now?
I'm actually living with my parents again right now. So just until I get on my feet, I didn't feel like I could stay in my house with this whole divorce process going on with my ex-wife. So I felt like the best thing for me was to actually get out in that environment altogether. And like I said, my parents took me back in, and that's where I'm at right now.
So what you're saying is that you live with you're currently living with your parents, not only because of the whole divorce situation, but as well because it's not a healthy environment for both, especially because you're being a victim of domestic violence. Is that correct?
Right.
Okay. So from the scaling 1 to 10, how severe is the domestic violence in that situation, in that relationship?
Well, I have to categorize it on 2 different levels. I think that the psychological abuse, I would rate it as a 9. And the physical abuse, I would rate it about a 6.
Okay, how does that make you feel? Like, you know, acknowledging the fact that, you know, that there's been domestic violence and you're trying to get out. Like, how do you take that in and try to move forward from that situation?
Well, it's really definitely hard moving forward, but like me being raised the way I was, you know, my father always, you know, he never hit my mother. So I've always been that type of person where, you know, you don't raise your hands to a female. So at that level, you know, I try to keep in a lot of anger, but at the same time, like, you know, I'm trying to determine the point of where, at what point should I defend myself, you know? It's just, you know, if in one case, if, God forbid, I do fight back, you know, it's not going to be something positive in the end anyway.
Yeah.
So either way, it's a losing situation.
Yes. And I definitely feel your frustration, Larry. I do understand it's difficulty, especially when you can't really defend yourself physically, but I'm glad that you didn't, and this is why you're here. We're going to help you through that situation. We're also going to help you with giving your sources. So, for example, social services, SNAP, Cache, transportation. If you need, we'll give you transportation. And then...
Can you explain, like, transportation? Are
Yeah.
you giving me a car, or...?
No, I'll give you a bus ticket or bus pass. Yeah, and without just so it could be better for you, so you come here and do our our meetings, our regular meetings, so you can meet up with me, and also give you the possibility to seek jobs. Does that make sense?
Yes, that will definitely be something that I can use.
Okay, so Larry, I thank you for coming in today. I would like to develop a contract for our next meeting, in which I will provide the agencies and references that you can benefit from. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I look forward to that.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Larry. I'll see you
All right.
soon.
Thank you.
Have a good
Bye-bye.
day. So I utilized a non-focal because the client was voluntarily. I focused on domestic violence and his divorce. I used scaling to determine the abuse that he was dealing with. I used empathy as I was putting myself in the situation. I feel like I could have developed more open-ended questions to have the client open up to me more. Also, I maybe should have waited till he could fully develop his emotions and actually give a better direction so he could feel more comfortable. On a scale of 1 to 4, I give myself a 3, that there is definitely more room for improvement. Thank you.